Turn around.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. He's doing a wheelie. Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, we're back in Racine. We're doing the Racine Harbor again. One thing my wife told me to do was raise the height of the GoPro. She says with the Engwe, such a long stem, all we see is the stem. So I've raised it up. I'm not sure what the view will be, but let's hope for the best. So the weather is about 70 degrees. Should be a decent weather day. My wife is behind me again, as usual. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. We have one final vacation day for her, so we figured let's do it. So we decided the best thing to do was to stick with the pedal assist levels of around 2 and 3. Kind of keep the speed around 13 and a half, 14 miles an hour at most. So yeah, we kind of like being by the water. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but we like it. And we were debating whether we should go to different places, but we decided that Kenosha and Racine had the best views for water. So we're back. Yeah. Yeah, it's only been how long has it been? About a week. A week ago we were here.
You don't have them in Guppy class yet?
Definitely the brakes continue to squeal. I think it's gonna be there for a while. So hopefully this angle is okay for you guys. I've got it a lot higher up than I normally do, but yeah, hope for the best. There seems to be a gas station there for the boats, like $4.99 a gallon. It said $4.99 and $5.99. I think it said premium. In general, gas prices are less expensive here in Wisconsin than it is in Chicago. We'll fill up before we head back into the Illinois area. So we're gonna have to go over the bridge again. So up ahead you see there's the bridge. We're gonna go over that, and then we're gonna go up and down the hills. Let's talk a little bit about e-bikes and what's happening on the e-bike front. I don't have to do too much explaining here. We already did it on the last video, so let's just talk about what we would normally talk about. So as you know, there are e-bikes coming for review. There's 5 of them coming, 3 of which will show up next week. By the time you see this video, it'll already have been to me already. So yeah, it's when it rains, it pours, right? It comes all at one time. Now it's going to be really hard to do it justice for everybody and to decide which bikes we will do first. Well, we'll do the bike that was promised to us before any of the other bikes. I think we have to do it in the order sequence. I think that's the only fair way to do it. And so there's a Magicycle bike coming to me, and that is going to be the commuter bike. If you look on their website, you notice that the commuter bike is the first one that was slated to come in before any of the other 2 new models were coming in. So yeah, the commuter bike is on its way. We already know it's coming. And like I said, by the time you see this video, I would have already had it. Now, I'm going to do these reviews out of sequence on how we actually rode the bikes, how we actually rode these videos. Because I want to get those reviews out as fast as I can get them out. So reviews will come out before regular rides. Then we have the Area 13 bike is coming. Now, I'm not able to track that one. He has a different type of tracking system that he uses, and I did log in, but it keeps telling me that some modifications need to be made or something like that in order for me to see the tracking. Well, I can't make those modifications, so we're just going to guess that it's going to eventually show up. I just don't know what day it'll show up. No, whenever review bikes come in, I'm kind of forced to, I think we turned here last time. Let's turn here. No outlet. No, we don't turn here. Faked me out. Yeah, we don't turn there. What was I saying? Short memory train. Review bikes. Yeah, whenever review bikes come in, I think it was here that we took it. I think it was here. No outlet. But I think there's a bike thing here. We're gonna go over there. Whenever these review bikes come in, it kind of eats up my day because you got to be around when they deliver it. Because I know that some of them, they... oh, we got to move up over here. Let me see. All right, we got to go this way. Sorry, thank you so much. Yeah, I've got to be around when they make the delivery because some of them, they'll just leave the bike. FedEx a couple of times just tried to leave the bike there and leave. I came outside and then he saw me and then he handed it to me. But otherwise, he was going to stand it up on its end. That was this bike, actually, as I think about it. Stood it up on its end, and of course, that's what damages the front fork. And he was just going to leave. So I have to be around when the deliveries are made. Some of them require signature. Not all of them, but some of them do. So that means you got to hang around. And as you may know, if you've ever had these things given to you, they give you such a wide window of when they're going to deliver. I mean, it could be, it could literally be from like 10 o'clock until 4 p.m., something like that. I mean, how's anyone supposed to know when to be around for something like that? All right, we're going to have to play the game of getting up the hills here. This is an incline. I know that as I was watching the videos, you can't tell how much of an incline we have, but there's an incline that we're going up right now, and it's just going to get worse up ahead. So moving your pedal assist level to 4 or 5 is kind of a necessity. Then you got to play with the gears too, because you got to pedal to help this bike up. But the fact is, it does make it up. Now, I'm very excited to see when the Jaguar Run Day comes in for Magicycle to see how well that bike will do in comparison if it does better, that will become my main bike to use. Alright, I'm going to go down a hill now. It'll be my main bike to use to take these type of excursions. Because if it has a better motor, you're going to need it. Because you don't know where you're going. You know, when you're taking your bike out to places that you're not familiar with, you don't know if it's up or down or level terrain. So you want your best bike with you, of course. I wish we could take the Ocelot Pro, but I'm fearful from the weight that it might be a little too much. Might be a little too much to load and unload that bike into the SUV. And like I said before, that the way that SUV is set up, we have to leave one unfolded. All right, we're gonna go up this hill, so we're gonna have to work this one. Leave one unfolded and fold one of the bikes. I've been folding this particular bike and leaving my wife's Rad Mini Step-thru 2 unfolded. We take the handlebar down, but the bike stays unfolded. It's kind of weird, I know, but that's the only way it fits into that vehicle. We are getting better in loading and unloading, but still kind of a pain. We start to wonder, how far are we ever going to be able to do this, to continue to do it, before we're too tired to do it. I mean, we probably got a couple years before we were too tired to lift and unlift, and then at that point I think then we got to make decisions as to getting a rear rack and a hitch. But we decided we're not going to do it on the current vehicle. It's getting old. I mean, her vehicle is in pretty decent shape, but still it's getting old. We'll eventually get another car down the road, and when that happens, that's when we'll probably do it. So yeah, in the meantime, we gotta learn to load and unload into the SUV. The one good thing though is, by doing it this way, is you can leave your bike in your car, go to the restaurant, do whatever you want to do, and nobody really knows your bike is in there unless they peek in and look for it. But otherwise, yeah, you don't really know that there's a bike in there, a couple bikes in there. You put it on a rear rack, everyone knows it. So yeah, we prefer to stick it inside if we can, stick it inside the car. So we've done this before, obviously. This area is very nice. The houses are very nice out here. We also went to visit the lighthouse. Now, we didn't ride to the lighthouse. Lighthouse is further up ahead somewhere. We drove our car there, took a look at it, and then drove it back to where we had parked originally, and then took our bikes out. Now, we ran into another gentleman last time we were here. He's a middle school teacher, and he was telling us about the lighthouse and the zoo and everything. We passed the zoo, we went to the lighthouse. So if he happens by chance to be watching still, he doesn't have an e-bike, so there's no real reason he would want to watch it. But if he happens to see it, yeah, we did visit the lighthouse. We did not go into the zoo, but we know where the zoo is now. Maybe one day we'll do it. I've done the Milwaukee Zoo, we've done Brookfield Zoo in Illinois, we've done Lincoln Park Zoo. Obviously, living in San Diego, we've done the San Diego Zoo. We've done what used to be called the Wild Animal Park up in Escondido area. I think they have a different name now. I don't know what they call it now. They changed the name many years ago. But I only know it from the times when we used to live up there. So yeah, we actually liked going there. It was a nice getaway. You take their little tram tour. You know, as seasons pass holders, you get on there for free. You just kind of jump on there. They give you the little tour, take you around. You see all the wild animals out there in the open enclosure, essentially. Yeah, we take a picnic lunch. Yeah, good old days. We did that up until we moved, really. So we take our daughter, who was very small at the time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, these houses out here are kind of like mini estates. They're huge. We'll go down the street here a little bit, kind of show you some of the houses, because I don't think we actually went all the way down, but you can see like the house in front of us. That is a nice looking home, and his backyard is Lake Michigan. Yeah, gotta have some money to live out here. These houses are really nice. All right, let me talk to my wife a little bit. I'll go back in a second. All right, so we made a decision that we will head back and have lunch first. Now we just, the last time we were here, and I know we shut off the video by the time you didn't get a chance to see it, but there's an area where we fish. My friends Jim and Gail will recognize. Right above that area where we fish. If you go up there, you could sit. There's a bench up there. As long as nobody's there, we'll have lunch up there. We like we like hanging around the water, just watching the water, really. Yeah, we're not going really quick. We're just, like I said, we're just taking it easy. 13.5 miles an hour, 14 miles an hour, something like that. Oh, people have mentioned too, be careful with the cruise control around people. And yeah, I know. The minute you touch the brakes, it cancels cruise control anyways. So, yeah, it doesn't stay on. All I have to do is just tap the brakes, cruise control disappears at that point. But you know, when you're just looking around, taking it easy, yeah, it's easier. Now, I mentioned too before that my wife pedals the entire time. She doesn't use any throttle, anything like that. She got 40, what was it? Did we do 42 miles? I think, something like that. And she still had 3 bars out of 5 on her Rad Mini. But yeah, she puts the effort in. I don't. I'm a little lazier. My knee hurts. I can't go as much. And then I'm heavier, so I'm eating batteries like crazy. I think pretty much every bike I have needs 2 batteries for me to feel comfortable, that I can take it places, not worry about it. This is why I said maybe down the road, if Area 13's bike is one that I really like to use, I will probably modify it. I will probably go ahead and cut it into wiring a little bit, change the wiring so it can accept the XT90 connector. And then I can just strap on my triangle battery into the rear rack. Then I can take that bike as far as I want to take it and not worry about it. But again, those big bikes are really for local area riding only. It's not going to be going out to locations like this. I mean, look at this. I mean, we like seeing stuff like this, all right? We don't live by the water. So whenever we go out, we want to see nice scenery and everything. So we're going down the hill. You can hear the squealing of the brake. I'm kind of like trying to keep bedding in the brakes by, you know, pulling it and letting go, and pulling it and letting go, and trying to eventually get that squeal to go away. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I've heard worse squeals, but the fact that it's there, you know, not fun to hear it, and I'm sure people you pass, when they hear the squealing of the brakes, they're wondering, is this guy going to be able to stop? Yeah, well, it stops. It's not like it can't. It just doesn't sound too good. All right, so up ahead we got a major incline going up, so we're going to have to pedal up hard. So I'm building up momentum to get up this hill. I'm doing 22 miles, 21 miles an hour. Going up the hill. Pedal assist level 5, full throttle. Gear number 6. Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, we're able to get up it. Not a problem. You could hear the motor kicking. You could hear it whine a little bit more. It's okay. We're over the top. Yeah, I am getting used to these 20-inch wheel bikes more, but I will say that the smoothness of the ride is definitely better with the 26-inch wheel bike. Yeah, the bumpiness is not as bumpy. Morning, it's not as bumpy. All right, we're going back down the hill. So this is the time when I really am working the brake, trying to fix the squeal. Oh man. But you know, it's not really unexpected. These are not going to be the best brakes. They're not going to be the best components, based on the price of the bike, right? You already kind of know they can't give you the best of everything. Otherwise, the bike would be more expensive. The Magicycles is going to be more expensive. So we'll see how much better that is compared to this bike. Now, the Magicycle Jaguar is kind of cool because it's going to be a step-thru model. This one I have to swing my leg over, and I usually have the seat and the saddle a lot higher than maybe some people would on their bikes. I want decent extension when I'm pedaling, so I have it fairly high. So to get off the bike, I've got to really swing my leg over. With the step-thru bike, that won't be the case anymore, right? I can step right through the frame, so that's nice. All right, let's go down here. I think we've done this before, but let's do it anyways. Little side tour here. Really, it is the same thing. Over there to the left is where we had gone before, and then it said that you can't, you proceed at your own risk type of thing. So we won't do that. I think we'll just hop off and we'll hop off and get back on the street and head back. Now, let me show you the waves. Maybe we'll go. Let me show you the waves. Today, being a fairly windy day, I don't know if you can see out over there, but there's a lot of waves over there. Let's turn over here. All right, had a little talk with my wife. Yeah, we're gonna head back to have lunch first. All right, so we're gonna go up another hill. So we gotta go pedal assist level 5, pedal up. I'm gonna lower my gear a little bit here. So I'm gear number 5 right now. Getting up this incline, pedaling hard. All right, we're over the top. I will say that I'm using my gears a lot more nowadays. It's kind of necessary going up and down hills. With the change of the 52 teeth or 52T chain ring, I'm able to use my gears more as well. Yeah, pretty squeaky. I have to say, pretty squeaky. Not unusual, but not fun. Not when it's squeaking on you. We're gonna go back over the bridge. Last time we came and we went back over the bridge was about ready to go up. So they were honking to tell people, get off the bridge, we're about to raise the bridge. Well, we're gonna go over the bridge again. Now, I think they have it on the other side of the bridge, but I think we're gonna go over the bridge the same direction we came over it, rather than having to cross the street and all that. I don't know if they prefer that or they don't, but that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to get up here. Yeah, they raise the bridge when boats come by and the bridge is in their way. They have to raise it. It's kind of narrow here because you got these light poles. Somebody's blasting his car stereo. All right, we made it. We're heading back. Yeah, thanks for all the comments too. I know a lot of people commented on the excursions that we took and mentioned that it was a nice change of pace. Yeah, it is nice. We can't do it all the time. Obviously, we're doing it during vacation days that she's taken. And yeah, she usually takes a few days here, a few days there. She doesn't do a total 2 weeks or a total 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever she gets. She'll take a few days here, a few days there. So she'll usually try to take off like a Friday or something. And if we get any of those additional days, then we have a chance of going out. But I think this very well may be the last one in a while. I think she's used up most of her vacation days already, and then on top of that, it'll start heading into the fall months, and I know she doesn't really want to ride when it's getting colder. So right now it's nice. Like I said, 70 degrees is my ideal temperature for riding. Not too hot, not too cold. We got a nice breeze coming through. We got the lakefront breeze. It is windier than it was last time we were here, but I kind of welcome it. These guys are painting the fence, I believe. Yeah, they are painting the fence, keeping it nice looking. Yeah, some of it is rusted. I can see the rust spots and things on the fence, unless they scraped it down or something. But they know where they need to paint. All right, we're back to where we started here. Let's see how our traffic is here. Traffic seems okay. I'm gonna pass through. So there's one gentleman out here fishing. He's off to your right if you take a look. There he is. We've done this area too. You just kind of sit out there and hope you catch something. Yeah, the fish kind of come into this, like this, I don't know what you would call it, a channel? I don't know what you call that. They come in there and they don't know how to get out. Sometimes they go around in circles, and then you cast out there and hope to catch them. This area here is where we usually go fishing, and we're gonna go to the spot we normally used to go to. There are more people out here fishing, that's for sure. I can see all the cars are here now. They're all trying their luck. Fish are coming in. I mean, end of August, early September, that's usually the time to do it. So we're gonna see if we can find a good spot for us to have lunch. And we went up there last time, so we're hoping nobody's there. If nobody's there, we'll take it, sit up there, watch the guys fishing, and have our lunch. Gail and Jim would recognize this area. Oh, I see somebody up there. We may not be the only ones up there. Somebody's up there on the top part, but we'll be on the bottom part, so we're okay. Yep, guys are out here fishing. This is the area we usually fish at. Anyways, I appreciate you guys following along. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll do more as we can. Talk to you guys next time. And this is Russ. Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again, and we are in Racine, Wisconsin one more time. We've been here for a little bit of time already, but decided to turn on the camera, bring you guys along. So we went out to the lighthouse to see what that looked like. Now, we didn't ride there, we drove our car there. Went to the lighthouse, took a look around, and then we drove the car to where we normally park our car when we go fishing, and pulled the bikes out, rode around for a bit, had lunch. Now we're back out on the road again. Now, one thing we're doing a little bit different is my wife wanted me to try out a higher perspective with the camera. Usually I have this camera mounted a certain way, but because of the tall handlebar on this folding bike, decided, well, why don't you bring it even higher? So this camera is only probably about 6 inches away from my chin right now. It's a lot higher up. I had to change the angle. I was taking a look at it, how I normally do it, and if I left it at the angle that I normally do, you'd have a view of the sky. So I had to angle it a little bit. Hopefully I have the right angle. I'm just looking at it and it seems like it might be. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's go around over here just to see what's here. Then we'll go back on the path. This is just kind of like a little turnaround area. I don't know why they have it, but they do. Oh, okay, so that you can walk down. It's like a little jetty. Well, we're not gonna do that with the bike, so we are heading back out of here. Now this path we have done before. We didn't really know where it was gonna head, but take it again. Yeah, we're trying to get as much in as we can. This is her last vacation day. So we've been doing quite a bit of exploring in the last few days of her vacation. All right, gonna go up a hill here. You see me slowing down sometimes, it's because I'm just kind of waiting to make sure my wife makes it past. She's usually quite a bit behind me. But usually I'm slowing her down, really, with my bike. This bike doesn't, well, it could go as fast as 28 miles an hour, but based on how we've been riding it, we have not been doing that. Take a break here. All right, you want to go on the streets? Turn around?
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. He's doing a wheelie. Yeah, doing a wheelie. Okay, we're heading back. All right, we decided to head back again. We just don't know where we're heading in this area. But I don't know if I caught this on camera or not, but we just saw a guy on a dirt bike doing a wheelie down the street. That's craziness. I don't know why people do that. Well, okay, I know why they do it, but a little dangerous on an open road. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back onto the path. You know, the thing is here, because we don't know where we're really going, we're kind of limited because of it. We're just riding around the same areas over and over. I guess that's okay, but there's more to see, I'm sure. It's just that we're not privy because we don't know what we're doing. So yeah, there's quite a bit of chop out on the water today. Definitely not a day to go with a kayak out there. I've seen people with kayaks out on the open water, and that's not a good thing to do when it's too choppy. There was one guy that was on a kayak while we were having our lunch. We were just watching. He was in the channel where the boats go in and out, and I think he took one look at how choppy the water was and turned around, went back down the channel the other way. There's no way. I mean, we've seen where water, the waves are so high, it comes splashing over the top of these rocks and everything. It's just a little too much. So yeah, you got to be careful. You can't just do things because you think you can do it. You know, you got to be safe. All right. So it appears that once my battery gets down to a certain level, I don't get the same amount of push on this bike. So it forces me to go to a higher pedal assist level. And then if you're throttling, which I have been, to kind of feather that throttle to keep it within 13-14 miles an hour. We decided we're not going to go too fast because you want to enjoy what you're seeing. I mean, if it was just from getting from place to place, that's one thing, right? You go as fast as you want to go, but if you're just enjoying the area, that's another story. There's a tripod sitting out here with nobody using it. I don't know why. Why would someone leave a tripod in the middle of nowhere? I don't see anybody around. Not that I need a tripod, got plenty of those things. I was a former photographer, you know. All right, let's go up here. A lot of seagulls. Yeah, so if you get hungry, there's like a hot dog place here. Never knew that. You know, we've been going here for many years, but the boat launch area has concessions. I didn't know that. Yeah, we used to fish on these things here off to the right side here. Boats can actually dock up against it, but like in this little bay area, fish do come in here. I've caught a couple of salmon out here, actually. All right, let me show you here. Yeah, right here, off to the right side here. You just stand there and catch one. We see salmon jumping usually. When the time comes and they're spawning and everything, they'll jump out of the water. Jump out, get a nice splash. Taking our time, looking around. You know, we have fun. We get to see things this way. I don't think we would be able to do what we do without these bikes. Oh, okay. Based on where we are now on the same area that the fishermen go. And we fished out of here too. If you take a look at this area right off to the right here, you see how that is? Yeah, we just fished there. And now, I told you guys once, a lot of times I take my mobility scooter because it's kind of hard to walk it from the car to where we fish. And I've trolled on my mobility scooter up and down this right here. Up and down. Yeah, I didn't catch anything, but it would have been cool if I caught something, huh? You caught something, you say, how did you catch it? Well, I was trolling with my mobility scooter. Trolling, for those who aren't into fishing, is when you're going back and forth, you know, not just casting and standing in one's position. You're moving, like if you were on a boat and trolling, you'd be moving along with your boat, going about maybe 2 miles an hour, and your fishing lure is underneath the water, and it's just kind of moving. It's just like swimming. And so the fish see that and they bite at it. The bites are reactionary bites. It's not that you know, they go, ooh, it's something to eat. They react to it because they see it moving, so they bite at it. And here's a guy trying to fish. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes we're lucky, sometimes we're not. Many times we're not. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of space here. We could do this. I don't know of too many bike guys that come up and down here. I've seen bike guys up here before. You know, we're not really in anyone's way. There's plenty of space for everyone to be here. So up ahead, you see on the left side there's like a little raised area. We were having lunch up there, but over here is like a foghorn area. Sometimes the foghorn goes out, and yeah, we hear that thing going off as we're fishing. It's kind of loud. All right, we're gonna come to the end of this, but this is the area we actually fish. We usually come way off to the back end here, and then we've caught a number of salmon out here. Anything biting?
They've been catching them in the morning too.
Yeah, we usually, when I come out, it's usually like way early in the morning. Keep doing it. Keep trying. Good luck. All right. Anyways, yeah, I was talking to one of the fishing guys out here. He says nothing's biting. Well, I think a lot of it is time of day, and yeah, usually when I caught things, it's way early in the morning. We're talking being out here like 5 in the morning. You know, there's no light out here. Fishing in the dark. We use glow spoons made by I think it's called, is it called Moon Glow? I'm not quite sure. Really bright. I mean, we hit it with a flash, photography flash that holds the brightness for a while. I told my wife to take the lead. Hopefully she lets me keep the footage. So she's gonna lead us along, but you see her off in the distance. I'll stay a little bit of distance from her. Yeah, I kind of hoped that we would be able to come down this part, because this is where we fish. This is what I know most. But we don't usually go beyond these areas. With the bikes, we can go around, try some different areas, and see what's out in this area. So, Jim and Gail, my fishing buddies, if you're watching, this is what it looks like if we went further, right? If we go further, you can see what's there. I think you can pretty much fish anywhere you really want. I don't think they really have an objection to it, but people fish down in that area because the fish cleaning station is by there. So if you catch something, you can clean your fish right there. You know, gut it, fillet it, whatever you want to do. Anyways, if you like this video, just gonna hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys next time.